All right, guys. So this is the first episode of Lean Keto Times with Genius Weatherman. So as you see, I got my meal here. Um, I just came off a 72-hour fast, or actually I'm breaking it a little early. But anyways, 2 burger patties, 2 organic pasture-raised eggs, and some avocados, tomatoes, olives, and a piece of cheese, cheddar cheese. So, anyways, before I start with the PUA talking points, which again, this is the first episode of all that for the year 2019, I want you to please smash the subscribe button and click a like on this video, and that will help my channel grow, which is a brand new channel. So appreciate that. Anyways, so this article that I'm going to be writing about pickup and whatnot is basically about patience. You know, a lot of guys. I'm sorry if I'm talking with my mouth full, but a lot of guys come into pickup and they think that they're gonna get results real fast, and then you have some guys who come in and they realize that it's gonna take time, but then when they go in and approach sets or go out to these nightclubs and approach girls and whatnot, they're not patient when the girl tells them no, or when the girl rejects them or something like that. When the girl just says, you know, not right now, or I can't, or something like that. So I wrote an article about this earlier, kind of on the same subject. But the thing about it is, I want to write an article about patience, which is kind of a follow-up, because if you're not patient when you're in a set, you know, you're gonna do one of two things. Either you're gonna move too fast and the girl is gonna reject you, or you're gonna get impatient with yourself and you're gonna eject early. So now, speaking on myself, I do this all the time, and so I'm very guilty of this, which is why I write these articles really for myself, because I feel like everyone in the pickup community is learning the same thing. But basically, what you want to keep in mind is that I love these eggs. These eggs are so good. Let me tell you something. Quick note: pasture-raised eggs taste infinitely better than regular store-bought eggs. So, anyways, I mean, you should see the yolk. The yolk is just bright orange, like the sun. Anyways, you gotta be patient. You know, you first of all, if you read any of my articles, you know that you don't approach a girl from behind the shoulder or off to the angle. I mean, we used to do that back in the day. It could work, but really, it shows a lack of confidence. It shows that you're scared to really go into the center of the group. As you guys may or may not know, I'm a big fan of Ozzy from RSD. And he always says approach from the center of the group. So it's a little bit more scary. Well, it's a lot more scary. But after you do it for a while, and you have great body language and you have great eye contact with everybody in the group and you're real friendly about it, you realize that it's a lot easier to get attention from the girl than from approaching her from behind her shoulder. So something like that is very critical, but at the same time, you have to realize even that requires patience, because you go in and people might not be receptive to you at first, and because you're not patient, the first thing you want to do is eject, and that's wrong. That you don't want to do that. What you want to do is stay in there for as long as you can. You know, like Ozzy says, try to stay in for at least 2 minutes, and basically introduce yourself to all the friends, and then save the last introduction for the girl you want to talk to. And you'd be surprised how the girl that you want to talk to is already excited when you say hi to her or what have you, because she sees that you're a social guy. And that's the point of doing pickup, is to learn social skills. A lot of guys, they don't have social skills, and then they wonder why they get blown out, and they wonder why they get rejected and can't get anywhere. And the problem is, you know, they watch all this pickup, you know, content on the internet, and they don't understand that you don't need a lot of techniques and routines and whatnot. You just need patience. You just need to be patient with yourself. You need to be patient with the people you're talking to. You need to be patient with the girl that you're trying to pick up. Because you're a stranger, you're nothing, you're nobody. So how are you going to expect all this compliance from her? She hasn't even had a chance to get to know you. So the whole point of what I'm saying is, you got to be patient in both in learning pickup and also in the micro area of while you're in set. You know, I always look at pickup in two different ways that are both critical to understanding what you're doing. And that is, there's a macro element to it, and then there's a micro element to it. And the macro element to it is always about yourself, you know, the overall thing that you're trying to do, the self-improvement, the social skills, that sort of thing. And then the micro element is everything to do while you're in the moment, you know, in the set, because you can't focus on two things at the same time. So when you're not in a nightclub or not doing pickup or whatever, you focus on your macro, like I'm doing right now. Trying to stay healthy, trying to eat right, go to the gym, you know, trying to get my finances up, that sort of thing. And then the micro is when you're in set. And all of that requires patience. Like, you're not going to be buffed out, some, you know, super stud jack dude by starting a New Year's resolution, and 3 weeks later you're like, okay, I've been in the gym a few times, now I'm good. No, it doesn't work that way. You gotta be patient. That's the macro side. Then Then you got the micro side, which is why you're set. You know, I mean, we're basically going out approaching strangers, and these people have no idea who you are. So you have to be patient with them to get them to learn a little bit about you. And then once you take the time out to do that, then you can do all the techniques if you want, or, you know, I'm pretty big on just a few techniques, not all the silly push-pull type stuff and trying to get girls to chase you and all that. I think a lot of that stuff happens naturally. But you can focus on leading, pulling, that sort of thing, if you're just a little patient, you know. And if you're not sure where you are at in the interaction, just ask. You know, you're still a stranger, just ask. Like, you know, I wrote in my last article, if you want to take a girl to the bar to isolate her away from her friends, just ask her. You don't, like, I mean, first you can try to lead her on your own. Usually that will work if you did a good job in your opening. But is she still hesitant or giving any kind of resistance? Just ask her. Say, hey, look, the bar's right over there. I promise I'll bring you right back. You know, I just want to talk to you for a little bit and see what's up. And you can't be afraid of that. And you have to be patient. If she says no, okay, well, then keep talking to her friends, maybe ask 5 minutes later. You know, you want to go on too long, because then you might be missing out on other opportunities to talk to other girls. But the point is, you have to be patient when you're talking to these girls. Same thing with taking them home and pulling, you know. You can't be trying to pull and the girl is telling you all kinds of excuses like, I can't do this or I can't do that because I got to go to work in the morning and all this crazy nonsense. You have to be patient. I said, okay, fine, you know. We're not going to be out all night. We're just going to, you know, go take a walk or something, or let me walk you to your car. I mean, by that time, you're building more. She could tell that you're patient and you're actually in a better position to ask again, and then she'll give you the compliance. So, you don't have to rush things. You know, like, I'm a big fan of a direct approach, but the kind of direct approach that, you know, you tell a girl what it is that you want from her and what it is you want to do. Not just giving her a compliment. To me, that's still indirect. But I like to do my direct approach after the indirect. So the reason why I call myself the genius weatherman is because I like to open talking about the weather. Why? Because I'm patient. I know I'm a stranger. And I'll talk about the weather as an opener in a nightclub. I think that's even more appropriate because I'm patient. I don't want to go in trying to get a quick reaction out of a girl because I'm high value or some nonsense. I mean, the girl can't see I'm high value already because I'm not trying to rush her. Then maybe we're not a good fit. So I like to go in, talk about the weather, and then quickly transition over to what Alan Roger Curry likes to say or calls it the mode 1 approach, which I ascribe to, but there's certain things that have to happen first that require patience, like isolation. You don't want her friends to judge her while you're telling her some crazy things you want to do to her and all that. So you have to be patient. Patient, I say patience is a virtue. That's true. People, especially hot girls, appreciate when you're patient. You're not going to be able to go up the compliance ladder, which is what I talk about, which is part of what I call the ACC method. You're not going to be able to get a girl to climb up that compliance ladder if you're not patient. And you can't get her to skip the ladder, because if you're trying to get her to skip the ladder, again, you're not patient. Some girls will. Some girls will. But that's not normally the case. And if you want consistent results, you can't look at what some of the girls do. You gotta look at what most girls do. It's just the way it is. Like, you can complain and cry about it all you want. Man, it was good. But it's not gonna work. Crying and complaining about all this stuff doesn't work. Like, what does it do for you? It doesn't change anything. You still gotta be a man who's a leader, knows what he's doing, knows how to handle the situation. You still gotta do all that. So if you're gonna cry and complain about all this stuff, then you're not patient. That's another indication you're not patient. So, kind of wrap this video up, because I'm about done with my meal. Be patient, both in the macro area and the micro area, and learn that if a girl gives you any kind of resistance or says, I can't, then you don't want to try to rush her. You just want to take a step back, say, okay, that's cool. Try to give her another option, so where it's less compliance on her part, excuse me, and try again, Try again. It's like physical escalation, everything starts with holding hands, or a high five or what have you. I mean, it goes from there all the way to the make out, all the way even beyond that. So you just got to be patient. You can't rush things, and that's just something to think about for this first episode of Lean Keto Times and PUA Talking Points with Genius Weatherman. So I'm glad you tuned in, and I hope you'll tune in for the next video. And until then, keep taking action.